How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys a live stream preview of Professor Layton. Yeah, it's the newest one in the series. It's Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle, and the Millionaires Conspiracy. I am so excited. Shoutouts to my friends over at Level 5 for providing a copy of the game. You guys can absolutely get this game and play along with. That is my goal, to get you guys introduced to the Layton series, and of course to enjoy the entire series as well. I've played a couple of the games, not to completion, but I'm a fan of puzzle-solving games, and I hope that a lot of you guys are too. Even if you have not played through any Professor Layton games and you're curious as to what the whole series is about, this is a great way of jumping into the series, and then maybe if you have some time later, you can get the other games on Nintendo 3DS and whatnot. So we're playing right now on the mobile version. As you guys can see, I got my iPad over here. If you guys have Android or anything else, you can go to Google Play, you can go to the App Store, whatever mobile device you have, feel free. Jump in the description, there's a couple links so that you guys can download and play along too. If you guys don't have a mobile device, Nintendo 3DS version will be coming out in early autumn later on this year, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so we're only going to play up until the third puzzle. We're not going to solve the third puzzle because my friends at Level 5 only want me to play that much for the sneak preview. So I'm excited for it. If you guys are too, definitely smash that like button. If you guys want to see me do more of this particular game afterwards, then let's hit 1,000 likes in the episode. You guys have it. Feels good to be back. Man, alright, let's go. Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. Touch the screen to start playing. I have not seen anything about this game yet. It came out today, so this is all going to be blind. I'm not the best at puzzle solving, so I may need to rely on you guys in the comments to help out. How many of you guys are going to be there? Show of hands? Who's going to be there to bail me out from puzzles? I hope you guys are. Alright. Anyway, let's jump into new game. There is a little bit of DLC involved. If you want to spend a little bit more money on the app, you can get some custom outfits for Katrielle. I'll actually show you that right now before we jump into it. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't know how that looks or anything like that, but hey, if you want to support Level 5, if you want to support the franchise, I would totally say drop a couple bucks and say, hey, you know what, here, take it, it's yours. So anyway, yeah, for $2 you can get a bunch of different outfits. Equestrian, cardinal cape, monotone mini dress. You've got the retro puzzle, sky blue. Oh, sky blue statement looks really good. I might do that. We got this red one. We got some other things. Imperial elegance. Oh, that looks awesome too. Yeah, Katrielle's awesome. Oh, and Daddy's girl and puzzle. He's got that long hat there. That looks great. Luke look-alike in puzzle. Uh-oh, everyone's asking, where is Luke at, right? Emmy impersonation. Anton-ish, Aurora again, Cat's Clobber, and puzzle set. Oh, wow. Okay, so I don't know what this is, but there's some other things. You get like even more puzzles if you click on them. Oh, here we go. A set of 5 different cosplay outfits for Cat's wardrobe that you can have her change into the game. 5 puzzles are also included. If you buy items that make up the set individually, you will not be able to purchase the set. Okay, so long story short, get the sets. If you guys are going to be doing that. Cat's, okay, this is like a $14.99. Here we go. You get items 1 through 10, and you get 10 puzzles. So, you know what? Drop the 15 bucks if you want to get additional and like everything all together. Anyway, that's pretty cool, right? If you guys want to do that, feel free. I know from what I've been told from Level 5, the Nintendo 3DS version should, I mean, it's too early to tell, it should have everything included into it, with hence the price of it. So anyway, let's move on. Let's go to new game and let's see what's happening. Any of you guys, show of hands, are you guys fans of Professor Layton? How many of you guys have played the original games or the previous ones? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And if you did play them, which one was your favorite? And this is great. I mean, they had me in mind when they inputted this. They're like, how many letters should we go? And a couple people in the room were like, you know, I think we should do 7. 7 letters is pretty cool. No one's got an 8-letter name out there. And then the one person at Level 5 is like, you know what? Abdallah's out there. No, I'm kidding. They didn't say that. But 8 letters is really good. So thank you. Thank you, 8 letters and thinking about us. Okay, yeah, the stories are entirely fictional. Anything is pure coincidental. Okay, so the default settings are for in landscape orientation. All right, so don't worry. My layout is vertical, but I do have a scene where we can switch to full screen whenever there's a video landscape orientation. Shout out to you guys in the comments who told me that before the stream. I got it all set up. So let's see. I hope that we can get it under control, but let's see what's going on. Oh, ha. All right. You guys got to rotate your head now and just kind of read that. No, I'm kidding. Here, I'll switch over to full screen. You guys will not see me, and we'll go from there. And thank you, Britton Weeks, for the super chat. Thank you. All right, so that's not it. We're gonna go. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty good. You know what I could do? Yeah. You know, this is fine. Let's see what. Let's see how this goes. I'll just hide behind here for a little bit. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Daddy? Where are you going? Daddy? Daddy! Right then. Today's the day. My journey as a detective starts here. Dear Lucy, I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets.
Welcome back. Dear Lucy, okay, yeah, there's, I love the cutscene. The cutscene was great at the beginning. The whole development team, they do really well. So good job, Level 5. I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets. Okay.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
We can do it, right? All of us together, we can do it.
I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. You must come and visit me if you have the time.
See ya.
Yours faithfully, Katrielle. Phew. There, all done.
Hey, you there!
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking? Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
All right, here we go. So apparently we got a talking dog that is doubting our puzzle solving skills, but I don't know. Can we do it? Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're only allowed to solve 2 puzzles, and then we're gonna stop at the 3rd one. So here we go. Care for Cake is the name of the puzzle. Can you solve it right along with me? I want you guys to try to figure it out. Okay, so here we go. Care for Cake. Okay, oh man. I'm more of a Mario Kart, Smash Bros, action RPG shooter kind of guy. When it comes to puzzles, we'll see how we do. The letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. You can move triangles around by sliding them, and you can rotate them by touching them. When K is formed, the success message will be displayed and automatically. Okay, place the triangles carefully. Is there a timer? I don't know. Okay, here we go. When you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read the explanation carefully. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle summary text to display the explanation in full again on the top half of the screen. When you want to close the explanation window, simply touch close full explanation. All right. If you touch the down arrow on the other side of the summary text to begin, okay, the bottom half of the screen is said. In that case, you can only close it by, okay, got it. So a little bit more information on, okay. So make a K inside the frame. What? All right, so yeah. Oh, okay, a K. Dude, I'm gonna need some help. Okay, hold on. K. I'm just like verbalizing, like visualizing the letter K. Okay. Okay, I think... Dude, I'm gonna be here for days. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. So, is there phone a friend? This kind of looks like a K. Jess! That is not a K. That's no, that's not a K. Hold on. That's clearly not a K either. Oh man, on the first puzzle. Okay. Use the box in the background to make the white letter K. Oh, duh. Well, that's easy then. Thank you, Fluffy Hamster in the comments for the bailout. All right, here we go. You're supposed to make a letter K with the non. Oh, that was a great hint, dude. Oh man. All right, here we go. Watch. This is so easy now. Are you kidding me? Watch. It's supposed to be the opposite. Dude, no way. No way would I have ever gotten that. No way would I have ever gotten that. Holy moly, that's hard. Oh, good job. Shout out to Fluffy Hamster for that one, man. Oh, man, that was tough. I'm like, okay, maybe I have to make the wooden triangles in the shape of a K, but it was the absent space that you had to, oh, man, puzzle solve, dude. Well, we did show the dog who was able to solve a puzzle. I was freaking out, though. Okay, and I'm sure that there's a little spot on the bottom that says hints, so maybe on the next time we'll use some hints. You did it. The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for cake, anyone? I don't think that was the K. Just looking at the font, I think that was the wrong K, but whoever originally made that, you know, you gotta match up the fonts, man. You gotta match up the fonts, but anyway, that was kind of cool. All right, pick carrots. Are both commodity you earn by collecting puzzles and the measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher the puzzle's P carat value is, the harder that puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available P carats diminish, so think carefully before you answer. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Okay. The special end of game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find a top secret file. The more P carats you've amassed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside it. Okay, alright, so, long story short, be very careful before submitting. Okay, puzzle 001, Care for Cake has been added to the puzzle index. Yay! Okay, doggy, see ya.
Right, you seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Why don't you step inside? What can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that, and...
And? All right then. And I have total amnesia.
Ah, a dog with amnesia.
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense. I feel like I'm me, but not really me. I don't even know if I'm Pedigree.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
That dog! It just spoke! Ooh.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Overly dogged. No one wants that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, miss.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Anyway...
I can't even remember my own name.
Well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it?
Who asked you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great!
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
Oh, I'm not poor.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Shirl?
Shirl?
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you, anyway?
Look. Here. Shirl O.C. Combs. Shirl is a great name.
For a girl?
Don't yap, Shirl.
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Cat, are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
Okay, wow, that was pretty awesome. I like that they did a little bit of a throwback to the previous Layton series games with the little cases, the diabolical box and whatnot. And then out of nowhere, like, name the dog Shirl. And I'm like, yeah, Shirl, what is that? And then she's like, oh, you know, like Sherlock Holmes. Shirl O.C. Holmes. That's hilarious. That's awesome. That's good localization right there. Good job, team. All right, let's see. Let's do it. Oh, cool. 3 save files. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, boy. That's great. So, you know, I could play the game, and then, you know, Jess could play the game on a different save file. That's so cool. Okay, so this isn't voiced, and it looks like a pseudo 3D character model. Oh, that looks great. It's not just 2D. All right. And yeah, it's not voiced. Okay, not a big deal. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself. Hastings looks... He's gigantic long head. He's interesting. And then Cheryl's just floating right there. Cheryl is indeed floating a little bit. Okay, I can't point, but you see him kind of floating. Anyway, hey, floating Cheryl. I mean, whatever allows him to... Maybe he's floating on the amnesia. You won't believe what's happened. Oh, do I have to say this with an accent now? Who's this loudmouth, long-nosed Nurk? What is a Nurk? He's got more collar than me. This is Inspector Hastings Sherrill from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's the mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've gone and brought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. Looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Sherrill. That's good. Of course he can. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear woofs and barks. Oh, that'd be great. What happens if you guys had your pets at home and they would be able to talk to you? Wouldn't that be so cool? Would you guys like that? Give me a thumbs up if you like that. We've got 4 cats at home, and we try to figure out what they're trying to say to us, but of course, I mean, you can't figure it out until, you know, I don't know, until they start actually talking. Anyway, let's move on. Sherrill, I like Sherrill. And yet, in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. So she's thinking that, got it. I can't help if the super snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat? Sorry, Inspector, to answer your question, no, Sherrill here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. What? No one will believe you. The first to have signed the dotted line and enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. That's right, he's got, well, I mean, he can put his little paw on a little ink and just kind of stamp it, right? But, like, who's gonna take, like, a paw print as a binding contract? An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that, then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. Gotcha. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. What's the why the urgency, and why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you've helped me out in the past. With your little gray cells on the case, we'll have it solved in no time, I think, I hope. Well, probably. Typing very slowly. His confidence in you is inspiring, cat. Don't you worry, Inspector, that's not a case. There is not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. Any mystery solved, that's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know. Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, because we need all the help we can get on this one. Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you'd never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen, a burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London, and the whole of Britain. Gosh, really, whatever could be so important? I think you better just come to the scene, then I'll explain everything. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way. Hello, isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity? Oh yes, well, the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot more interesting. Interesting? You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you? Exactly, I'm glad you understand. Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting. Which one did you guys do? In the comments right now. If you were in Katrielle's place, would you listen to Mr. Scotland Yard over here and go save all of Britain? Or would you help out the dog with his amnesia? Let me know in the comments which one. And then why would you do so? Oh, now, Shirley, don't be like that. Shirley, they're calling him now. Yeah, Shirley. Okay, your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at the present, and you've had one new inquiry. One. Never mind. Clearly the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to. Good. That's settled then. That's settled then. Okay? Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road, as it happens, to Big Ben. You guys know Big Ben, right? Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. Not Burly Benjamin, who lives a few doors down, surely. Captain Burley, Sergeant Burley. Come on, you chunky chicken nuggets. All right. Yeah, Sergeant Burley's actually down the street, so maybe that's it. Okay, case 01, the hand that feeds. Great. So a lot of you guys would help the dog. I'm reading in the comments. That's interesting. I would totally say Britain. Be like, sorry, dog. Oh, all right. See you guys. Yeah. Yo, these cutscenes are killing me. Good gracious, the hour hand, it's missing. That's true, why? Yup, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about. One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen. Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did this. And get the and back quick smart. What? Oh man. Is that how people talk in the UK? Anyone from the UK can vouch for that? I'm pretty sure. Like, my Chicago accent is so foreign to a lot of you guys, too. But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely. That's right. I mean, certainly. It may be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain? Isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fodufafa. I pronounced that correctly, watch, on my first try. Oh yes, I remember about reading it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador is going to be received at the venue in sight of the House's Parliament and Big Ben. And as a symbol of timeless friendship and cooperation between our 2 lands, they planned on giving him a present. A pendant modeled on the ands of Big Ben. He's saying hands. In case you guys didn't get that. Oh dear! Yeah, so you can only imagine that the conversation's gotta turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's not gonna look too clever if the very ends and pendant is modeled on have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace, it is what it is, it is what it is. I see, so that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly, we really need your help on this one, Cat. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh, no, wait a minute. What now? Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton. This guy's like, he's obsessed. Firstly, touch the magnifying glass to investigate the icon in the corner of the lower half of the screen to switch into investigation mode. Okay. Alright, investigation mode, the cursor on the upper half of the screen changes to be a magnifying glass. Slide it on the screen as if you were drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Sometimes when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly on the lower half of the screen to find out what's there. It's not like the touch and slide motion you use to move the magnifying glass around, it's a short peck. You can also investigate anything that catches your eye on the upper screen by simply touching it. Unlike the 3DS, right? You're trying to touch the top screen of the 3DS, totally doesn't work. I've tried it. I've tried it a couple times. So slide onto the lower half of the screen, then move the magnifying glass around, tap to investigate. All right, I think it sounds like I got the hang of that. Got the hang of licking her boots? Yeah, yup. I mean, sorry. You're a fast learner, Pinstripes. Dude, this dog is awesome. He's just floating. He's just floating in midair. That's cool. He's a floating dog named Shirl. And he's got a little bit of an attitude, so hands down my favorite character already. So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of that lamppost, shall we? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing the game. Oh, look at, whoa, this is me actually touching the screen. You guys can see that there, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, so you guys are all playing on mobile, right? Some of you guys playing on 3DS in the future. Greetings from the past. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna tap, and I found a hint coin. And if this plays anything like the previous Layton games, you find coins in the overworld, and you use them for hints. You pay the coins for hints to give you a better hint. In case there's not an awesome comment section like all of you guys watching right now. In case there's no awesome comment section, you guys have to use the coins. Golly, a little coin drop down, look. Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone, so only use them when you really need to. You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave no stone unturned. I see, so hint coins are shy little creatures, are they? Come on, Cat, what are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman, the case. Whoa, whoa, hold on. Oh, she better retort to that, I swear it, if she doesn't. Now, Inspector, less haste, more speed. Oh, man, I would've... I mean, if I were her. Well, I mean, he is part of Scotland Yard. I'd probably get, like, arrested if I punched him, but... You know, it's all in due respect. Don't call me woman. Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? What is going on? Let's just go over the most important items in my bag. Don't be a pushover, Lady Layton. Show him. Touch the bag icon in the corner or lower half of the screen to open up the bag menu. Cat's journal contains notes about the investigation so far, very useful for recapping. To archive the case history, choose Save from the menu, and that'll make the record of everything so far. All right. This is the puzzle index. Any puzzles we encounter are recorded here, so you can tackle the ones you've already completed. Again, and if you delve into my wardrobe from time to time, I can pop into some different outfits. Yay! Blimey! You got enough in that bag of yours, Cat? Ever heard of tidying? It's a crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need. Oh man, tell me all about that. Tell me all about that, man. Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. Now it's time to put theory into practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground though, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss? How do you do that? Alright, sometimes you may notice a magnifying glass color changing to blue instead of orange while you're investigating. That indicates a place where you can zoom and take a closer look. All you have to do is tap the lower half of the screen. Okay, playing on an iPad. Go for it. Very natty. Natty? Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating, you see. So why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face? Are you guys ready to zoom in now and take a closer look? I think it's going to be pretty easy. All right, investigate the clock tower. Clock tower is right here, and we're going to tap on the bottom screen. Whoa! Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hey. Oh, look. Okay, so we can investigate that. Yeah, usually you want to go in like a sweeping motion and see what's orange on screen. You never know if like a cloud in the middle of the sky is going to carry a hint coin. No, I'm kidding. That probably won't be a thing. But yeah, let's investigate that. I always did that, like in the first Layton game that I played. Just do a sweeping motion in the entire area and just pay attention to if the reticle changes. It's true, the shorthand is really missing. Look it, we just like used the amnesia powers of Shirl, and now we're just flying in the air. No, I'm kidding. But of course, the clock tower faces, the other clock faces all have both hands. Yeah, it's only the one on this side that the shorthand's been taken, and the other three are unaffected. So it's just one shorthand that we're looking for. Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on the Big Ben Tower could be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily. Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face as well as the base of the tower. But that hand's just disappeared into thin air. Haha, this is turning into a very interesting case indeed. A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting? That's funny, a quarter of London. He's exactly right. Dude, the writing for Cheryl is awesome. Good job. All right, now that we know what we're dealing with, it's time we started investigating. We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So touch zoom out on the lower half of the screen. All right, zoom out. Cool. Hey, hey. Where do we start, Miss Layton? Well, time is of the essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fudu Fafa arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learned so far. That's right. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Of course. Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Coming, miss. Ernest is... I don't know. Is he like Luke 2.0? Who is this kid? Alright, see what Inspector Hastings has to say. Alright, what do you got? Did I do that right? Yeah, Inspector Hastings, can you summarize... Wow. The British spelling and the English spelling of certain words that I'm kind of noticing in like the little localization of this. Anyway, can you summarize what you found out so far? Not a fat lot, really. There was a Bobby on the beat ear last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. A Bobby? Is that like British a term for something like a somebody? No. It wasn't until 6 in the morning that we got a report from a stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour and as well and truly gone. Okay. So at 11:50 last night the clock was fine, but by 6 in the morning the hand was missing. So we're looking at a window about 6 hours in which the crime was committed. That's about the size of it, yep. And there wasn't anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window. We're looking into that now. I got officers asking locals if they saw anything. There must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time. No doubt if we went door to door, we could find some witnesses, but we just don't have that kind of time. So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean? Pretty much, and those ends are massive. It would have taken someone a fair old while to make it off with that, for sure. 6 hours. Huh, look at this. What? Fit the clue in the right place. 6-hour window. Okay, I think this is going to be puzzle number 2. So I'm going to call this puzzle number 2, and then once we get to the third puzzle, we'll see. All right, so fit the clue in the right place. All right, so this, what? Oh, right here. Yeah, that's pretty easy, right? You found a clue. I don't think this is a puzzle. I think this is just a clue. Okay, so this is probably not a puzzle. 6-hour window. Aha, got it. Okay, so according... Oh, here we go. As your investigation progresses, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Okay. Each case has 6 clues to uncover, and once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. That's awesome. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. Can you use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together? If you want to look at the clues you've gathered so far, open Katrielle's bag and look inside the current case file. When you need to refresh your memory about a case, the case file is the place to look. Okay, so according to the Inspector Hastings, the clock must have been stolen a roughly 6-hour window. Got it. That's the first clue we got. We're going to continue. That sounds pretty doable, right? You guys enjoying the game so far? Let me know if you guys are enjoying the game and want to see more. Definitely smash that like button, get on your mobile device, and play along with me. Do it right now. Let's go. All right, case files have been added to Kat's bag. Okay. It's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss? We'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest. Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work. Let's find if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower, and they might have useful information for us. There's rather a lot of passers-by here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask? The more people we talk to, the better, so let's get started. When there's more than one place to investigate next, you'll see multiple magnifying glass icons displayed on the lower half of the screen. Investigation mode. If there's a particular place that needs investigating, it will be marked with a tick icon. So keep an eye on the magnifying glass icons and tick icons on the lower half of the screen as you're hunting for clues. Okay, we can interview some passerbys. Who do you guys want me to interview? We got this dude. We got this guy who has no eyeballs but just a hat. We got. I think that's it. Like, tree. Top of the tree. What? Yeah, hint coin, baby. We need as many of these things as we can get. How about this tree? How about the cloud? Hint coin in the cloud. Hint coin up here. What? Oh yeah, you have to tap exactly. At noon every day, the bell of Big Ben sounds. All right, thank you. Hint coin. You. Wait. Elizabeth Tower is actually joined onto the Palace of Westminster, I see. So I'm learning a lot about, you know, the UK and Britain and everything like that. That's great. How about a hint coin here? Do a little scraping on the ground. I'm looking for hint coins. All right, I guess we're going to go... The no eyeball guy says Suntail in the comments. We're going to do it. No eyeball guy. Hey, no eyeball guy. Whoa, he actually has one eyeball. His name is Stashin Scarfin. That makes sense. He does have a stash, and he does have a scarf. Stashin Scarfin. Hey, dude. How long has it been, would you say? How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm fairly sure I've never met you before, sir. Know each other. In a way, yes. In a way, no. I think his scarf's too tight. That's true. People are like leaves washed along in a river, sometimes meeting, sometimes parting. You've rather lost me, I'm afraid. I don't suppose you noticed anything about Elizabeth Tower last night, did you? I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday. You're an early sleeper, aren't you? So you wouldn't have seen anything. Haha, is that all you wanted? I tell you what. How about a little puzzle to occupy the mind? I say, a puzzle? The world is full of puzzles, Ernest. Sometimes during the course of investigation, people do come out with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So let's see what sort of puzzle we're dealing with here. Okay, this is officially puzzle number 2. This is the last puzzle that we will solve for this preview video. We will get up to the 3rd puzzle and end off the stream. So that's gonna be really fun. You guys can see what it is. All right, so here we go. The hands of time. This puzzle is worth 35p carats. All right, wow. All right, let's do it. Hands of time. Okay, the clock is currently showing the time as 3:30 p.m. It would be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. What would the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? What? Man, all right, let's figure this out together. All right, here we go. Okay, touch the answer frame to display that. Got it. When you confirm the letters you have written, they will appear in the answer frame. If you want to change what you have written, touch it and get a new answer. Okay, so let's read this again. The clock is currently 3:30. It would be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. Midnight being the hour hand and the minute hand being up top. What would be the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? 2, right? I'm thinking like so outside the box here. Like it's 2, obviously, right? You'd have to touch the minute hand, right? You'd have to touch the minute hand and drag it all the way up to the top, and then you have to touch the hour hand and drag it to the top. Is that what I'm getting? What do you guys think? What is the number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Interesting. Well, my vote's for 2. I don't want to lose any P carats. You guys all vote for 2? What are we thinking here? Is it 10? Snivy Gohan says 10. Why do you have to touch it 10? Like it says minimum number of places. And then give me your reasoning. Don't just spot out a number, you guys in the comments. You guys are my lifeline. I need some reasoning. Okay. It would be nice if the hands on the clock would show midnight. Okay, 3:30. Is it saying, like, how many places you need to touch? Like, is a place, like, a minute? Like, a number on there? So if you think about it, like, if you look at... If this is over here, I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what? 7, 8, 9, 10? Is that 10? Like, the wording is just so weird. The wording is really weird. Like, I can see where you're coming from. 10. The minimum number of times to touch. I mean, 2 would be the minimum because you click and drag, right? You click and drag it over there. Or if it's like, well, I gotta move it from like 1 hour every single time. Or, let's see, 0, the clock goes to midnight by itself. What? That's kind of outside the box thinking. Okay, it would be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. Dude, you're right. What if it is 0? Oh man, that's crazy. It's 00. It could be. Okay, but see, like, okay, so here's the 3 schools of thought that we have. We're all discussing this. We're having fun, right? And of course, we're thinking way too hard into it. Trust me, you don't ever have to think this hard into it. And of course, there's hints as well. And I'll throw a hint coin at it. Why the heck not? So there's 3 schools of thought on this. My original school of thought is, hey, you know what? You're just gonna click and drag this hand all the way to the top for 1 touch, and then click this hand all the way to the top for 2. So my number would be 0, 2. The other school of thought would be, it would have to be like every hour, which would be 10, right? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then some of you guys in the comments are saying totally 0 due to the wind-up key. Like, it's because, or you don't have to touch it at all and it'll eventually go to midnight in like, what, like 9 hours or whatever. So let's see what the hints do. See a new hint. You'll have to spend 1 hint coin. Hey, you know what? I got the hint coins. We found one on the lamppost. Let's see what it does, all right? So we've got 3 ways of doing it, and the verbiage on there is really cloudy. It's vague. But, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm leaning towards 0. I'm leaning towards 0 because that is, you just wait. You just wait. Let's see what the hint has to say. Like getting a puzzle wrong viewing. Oh no! Wait, damages your appraisal in the puzzle index. No, you can get like a perfect run if you don't use any hints. You know, I'm just gonna go with a lot of you guys in the comments, and we're gonna go with 0. A lot of you guys were spotting all numbers all over the place, but you know what? 0 is like the thinking outside the box. Let's just go 00. And if it's wrong, whatever. Wow, that's cool.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle.
Okay, that's it, man. You guys are good. You guys are good. Wow. My first instinct was 2. And then I'm like, okay, well, like hour hand, 10. And it's like, whoa, thinking outside the box. You guys are absolutely right. It's 00. You don't have to touch it at all. It'll eventually get there. That's so crazy. You did it. There was no need to touch the clock at all. You need to do is wait for midnight to come. But the verbiage of it would be nice makes it like, hey, I want to do this right now. And yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right, so our second puzzle was solved. Good job. All right, so we're going to only play until the 3rd puzzle, and we're going to call it a day. Good job, team. Man, good job. Okay, very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all the puzzles you're going to face so convincingly. All right. So let's interview some more passerbys. We're going to do this guy, Mr. Cameraman. Douglas Dirt. Top of the morning to you. Got a minute to answer a few questions? You're asking me questions. I'm asking you questions, Douglas Dirt. Oh, all right. I'm investigating what? The extraordinary disappearance of the little end of Big Ben. See? Is that a typo? Is that just how he talks? I don't know. Is that how people in UK say investigating with a K? So, did either you happen to see any fink? Yes, that's how he talks. It's not a typo. Or maybe, maybe someone just... Anyway, around these parts last night, such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large and-like object. Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very question I was about to ask him. Oh, where's me manners? Oh, he's probably Irish. Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times. See, are you readers at all? Oh, I'll say, I personally think the London Times are the best paper in the city. Ah, you're too kind, lad, although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt and uncover the most unsavory of soothes, hence the name Douglas Dirt. And at present, as I mentioned aforementionedly, I'm investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's hand. As it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learned. Sorry, investigating, you say. Well, there's a turn-up for the books. You don't look like detectives, I must say. And if I had to guess, I'd have pegged you as a young couple walking your lovely dog on this delightful morning. Oh, there we go. Ernest, you got it. Blush, dude. Well, I'm a detective. Haven't you heard of the Layton Detective Agency? See, like, she's really upset right now when he doesn't know who she is, but she wasn't upset when, like, Hastings called her, like, woman. Oh, man. Like, I was expecting something a little bit more out of her, but that's okay. I know the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency or people in his employ. Always nice to have signed up with a complete unknown. Really inspires confidence. Oh, what a blow, mind you. I didn't really expect anything different. Don't worry, Miss Layton. You'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that. Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday penning my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all. And I'm afraid to say that my own investigation is just getting underway. I have nothing to impart at the present time. Nothing. I see. Well, thank you anyway. I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigative activities, of course. Likewise, sir. Good luck with yours. Hand hiccup for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime or international conspiracy? Alarm bells ringing across Britain. Ha, stories like these write themselves, eh? Gah. Methinks it's gonna be a smasher. Certainly is. If we don't solve this before the story breaks, there'll be all kinds of repercussions. You're right, we must press on with our investigation. Alright, so Douglas Dirt, pretty interesting little guy. We've investigated all we can around here. I suggest we head closer to the tower. To the scene of the crime at last. I say this is rather exciting. I need to explain to you how we move around during investigating, don't I? Alright, at the bottom of the screen, in the investigation mode, you'll see back to map button. Touching that switches from investigation mode to relocation mode. The orange flashing markers show points on the map where we can move to. You just touch the marker to go there. Information about the point you've touched is displayed on the upper screen. Simply touch a second time to go ahead and move to that location. An exclamation mark at a particular place indicates that you should head there next. Looks like we can get inside the Elizabeth Tower from that entrance there. So let's head over and see what we can find out. Cool! It's like a top screen and bottom screen in one. It's like a Nintendo 3DS. Look at that. Head to the base of the top, the clock tower. Okay. Back to map. Bring me over here. Clock tower housing Big Ben that presides over London. No entry point without permission. I don't care. I'm Lady Layton. You don't know me? Don't you dare call me woman. Alright, here we are. The entrance to the clock tower looks to be over there. Oh, the police officers seem to be examining something. Let's ask them what they found. Okay, so ask the police officers for a progress report. Alright, so but before we do that, obviously it's our detective work as, you know, Layton Detective Agency to find any kind of hint coins right up here. Oh. Got one. Yep. See, just do a little sweep. Maybe find one over here too. Apparently, the style of architecture is called Gothic Revival. See, you know what? Not only are you finding hint coins, but you are finding little nuggets of knowledge. Knowledge nuggets. Chicken nuggets. How about this one? Knowledge. Okay, now we're so close to the tower, you can't actually see the clock faces, can you? Do a little sweep. Anything? Oh, hint coin. Call it. Got it. All right, little sweep. All the way across. How about this? Yeah, boy. Look at that. Sweeping the screen, left and right. Let's go. Sweep. You know, if you don't like the horizontal sweep, you can absolutely do a vertical sweep. Just like this, like looking in the grass. Anything in the grass? Nope. Okay, I think we found our hint coins. Who do you guys want to talk to first? The officer, the dude, or the jogger? Let me know in the comments. Who you guys want to talk to? We're gonna go with a jogger. She seems to be a little bit more active. Hello. Huh. Her face. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, hi there. Perfect weather for a run, isn't it? Oh, it must be pleasant. It must be a pleasant place for jogging here with all the green space. Yes, I love it. I've done 50 laps around it already today. Good run, Weldon. Good run? Good run. Good run? 50. I'm good run. By the way, I've been running in cities all around the world. I just can't get enough. I like marathons and other events, but ordinary city streets are my favorite place to run. I love exercising as I watch other people going about their business. I like doing puzzles to exercise my brain too, and to keep my mind off of aching muscles. I came across a great one, actually. Try it. All right, you know what? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will not solve this puzzle, but we will give you a little insight as to what it is. We're not solving it. You guys can look at it. If you want to do it, we will, but we will not solve it. This will be the conclusion of the 1 hour preview live stream. Wow, exactly on 1 hour too. Woo, yeah. All right. So let's look at it. We'll think about it. I won't solve it. I won't give you any hints. We'll look at it, and I'll probably be like, oh man, dude, it's gonna keep me up at night. Anyway, I do have to respect the wishes of my friends at level 5. They said, you know, only 2 puzzles. Stop at the 3rd one. So here we go. Okay, wow, shoot bubbles from the canyon. Oh, this is action. I love action. Okay, to burst all the bubbles floating in the air, to pop bubbles, you need to form a chain linking bubbles of the same number horizontally and vertically. The chain needs to contain at least as many bubbles as the number displayed on the bubbles in it. Slide bubbles from the cannon on the left into empty spaces to fire. Ammo is replenished after each shot, but you need to burst all the bubbles within the maximum shot limit. What did I just read? All right, reposition a new object, touch it and slide to where you'd like it to be, then release it into its new location. In some puzzles, you can touch an object to rotate it. The amount it will rotate varies from puzzle to puzzle. Okay, the bubbles on the left are the ones that have not been fired yet. Touch a bubble, then slide it to move it. If you drag a bubble onto the board, then stop touching it, it will be fired from the cannon onto the square where you placed it. The number displayed on the cannon shows you the number of shots available. Bubbles you have shot already are replenished. So you can shoot bubbles in the same number multiple times. There's a limit to the total number of shots you can fire though. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the next one. So yeah, we won't go solving it. It seems like a little bit of a math one, right? This is like more along the lines of math, a little bit of logic. You need them for an, okay, contain at least as many bubbles as the number displayed. Anyway, pretty interesting. I wish I can keep on playing, but of course, that is going to be the end of it. Woohoo! Round of applause, everyone. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this live stream, let me know. And of course, tweet at Layton Series, okay? That's the official Twitter. Let them know how excited you are for the game, because we want to definitely help them out with their launch. I had a great time with the game. I'm really curious as to what happened and how the heck someone can pull off taking that piece of the Big Ben in like a matter of 6 hours. It sounds pretty interesting, so I can't wait to find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is indeed going to be it. Let me know what your favorite part is. Let me know if you guys have any predictions as to what's going to happen. The only way that you guys will find out what happened to Big Ben and if Katrielle actually solves the issue and who is Cheryl. You know, all these mysteries. We got to find it out simply by playing the game. In the description, there are links to download it from the UK Google Play, the UK App Store, and of course the US App Store and Google Play Store. So go check those out. Go visit the official site. Get into the Layton series if you guys like puzzle games. And if you guys want to see me do more of this game in the future, let's hit 1,000 likes and I'll do a part 2, a follow-up, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's it. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I implore you guys to get the game, play along with. Yeah, let me know. Show me some screenshots of whatever you guys have figured out. You guys can do that. All of my social media is right over here. You guys can indeed check that. If you guys want to see the entire playlist, click right over here. But of course, the rest of the series is up to you guys. If you guys want to see it, I will absolutely play it. Just show your support. Newest video on my channel there, and of course, recommendations right there. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being an awesome audience. Thanks for helping me out with some of the puzzles. I would really, like to continue doing something like this where it's just you and I talking about all the different puzzles, solving them together. That would be really fun. But anyway, I'm gonna head out. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. And once again, shout outs to all my friends over at Level 5 for providing the copy of this game on the mobile device. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.